Hello, guys. I hope that you are doing good. So I'm going to share my screen and I will introduce myself and then you can introduce yourself.
Hi,
That
Nassima. How are you?
I'm good. What about you?
Good, thanks.
Happy to know that. So for those who don't know me, my name is Nassima. You can call me Nassi, Nassou, as you wish. Feel free. So I am Algerian. Okay, I am Algerian and I live in Hungary, in Budapest, since 2 years now. I am a master student in marketing, and French is my native language, so it's my mother tongue. I also speak English, so I speak French, English, Arabic, a little bit Chinese, and a little bit Spanish. So I am also a language learner. Uh, so as a okay, what I was gonna say. Okay, so just to explain to you how it's going to start. So we're going to start doing phrases from day one. Okay, and there will be homework every 2 classes. I will send you homeworks, vocabulary list about what we did, like subjects that we did. So outside that what we did in the material. So plus vocabulary. The homeworks are not gonna be like only writing and all. Of course, mostly it's gonna be writing. Like for example, in the first homework, you will have to do a video of yourself, introducing yourself and all. And there is like another activity that you have to do. Okay, and there is a lot of activities, and every day you will do a number of activity. Okay. So, as you know, I am a French teacher since 5 years, almost 6. So I started to be a teacher when I was 20 years old. And I started to do my school 1 year ago, but I started to do my own batches like a few weeks ago, I would say. So it's a very fresh school, but I have a lot of experience. So don't judge me. So it's called Francolang. At first, I was gonna call it Franco Fiesta, but I had a problem with the first website. So it's an only online French language school. It offers structured courses across like from level A1, like A0 to B2, C1. If you work hard, you will get a C1 easy peasy. Okay. That we are going to complete in 5 months. And so how is it going to be? I know that I already explained that. So from like the first and the second month, we're not going to talk about the TEF exam at all. Yes, I know you're here for the TEF exam, but we're not going to talk about it at all in the first months. In the first month, we are going to focus on grammar. So we will learn grammar, correct the grammar, how to use it, when to use this. Pronunciation, because it's really important. Try to practice always your pronunciation and sentence buildings. Why? Because I cannot go to the TEF exam if you don't know how to do sentences. Okay, so we're gonna practice that. So I will show you how to have daily speaking practice through like real life conversations. For example, how to order in a restaurant, how to introduce yourself. And as I explained it before, my classes will be by team, by subject. For example, today we're going to do the introduction of the French language. So today it's going to be mostly vocabulary. We're going to learn how to say your name, the date, etc., etc. And I said during the month, we're going to have one conversation outside the classes, Zoom class, where I'm going to make questions. I'm not going to send you the questions. I'm just going to send you the subject that we're going to talk about. Like it's going to be a 1 hour conversation with the group. And like to practice your speaking. Okay. Like it's going to be like Hunger Games, something like that, like just chit chat. Okay. So we will have a strong emphasis on fluency and accuracy in everyday context, as I explained, and learn how to speak and write correctly and confidentially. So, there is people who do just 2 modules like listening and speaking, and there is the one that do 4 modules like writing, speaking, reading, and listening, etc. So we're gonna also learn how to do phrases. So for starting, we're gonna learn how to do simple phrases, why this and why not. You're going to practice also outside the class. From month 3 onwards, so from 3 to 5, we're going to start the TEF preparation, not only TEF preparation. So we're going to continue what we are doing in the first month and the second month, plus the TEF modules. So we're going to start practicing all TEF modules, listening, reading, writing, speaking. I will give you the best links, the best platform also to practice outside the class. I'm gonna share with you some learning strategies, techniques, and tips to succeed in each task, like TikTok. So we're gonna do mock test together, mock exam to simulate real test conditions. So in the fourth month, we're gonna do like, okay, I'm going to give you 1 minute and 5 minutes speaking, like just like exam ambience. You will have personalized feedbacks. That's why I don't like to have a lot of students in my classes. So you can have personalized feedback to boost your performance, okay? And you will have vocabulary building from doing the practice of the TEF plus having daily conversations and review of advanced grammar. So we're gonna do more advanced grammar. So during this 5 months, we're gonna try to see the most important things, okay? Do you have any questions? If you do, please raise your hands. Okay, so I see that it's good for everybody. Does anyone wants to introduce himself or herself? Please raise your hands. So it's really important for me that you raise your hand, like you don't cut me when I speak. Like when you have a question, please just raise your hand and I will call your name. Anyone who wants to introduce himself or herself? Zinat?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, Nassima. Nice to meet you all here. Myself, Zinat, and I'm currently residing in Edmonton, Alberta. Uh, and yeah, looking forward to learn French. I have some basics that I did, some vocabulary here and there. But yeah, I'm excited to learn from Madam Nassima here. I checked her Instagram account and find it very interactive. So hopefully we'll all clear our B2 exam. And yeah, learning French is just to boost up my CRS score as most of you are here. So nice to meet you all. And
Nice
yeah.
to meet you. Harpreet?
Hi, my name is Harpreet, and nice to meet you, Nassima. I saw your videos on TikTok, by the way, and we talked, I think, 2 days back, and here
Yes,
we
yes.
are. Here we are. So I have a little bit of knowledge about French before as well, and now it's going to next level, and let's see how
Mm-hmm.
it goes. And I think it's gonna be exciting.
I'm happy that I'm now that you can see me on TikTok because it's a new
Uh-huh.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Before I had a TikTok like with more than 1,000 followers, but I didn't notice that it's only shown for Hungarian because I live in Hungary.
Mm-hmm.
And even with VPN, TikTok are smart. Even with VPN, you cannot change the locations, or sadly. So I had to find someone who lives in Canada to open me a TikTok, and I like no, I don't open it. That's why like I share my WhatsApp number on TikTok because if I open it, it will come back to Hungary location.
Oh, I see. But now you're getting more popular, by the way, and we are happy because we are your first students, by the way. I think this is your first batch, right?
No,
No? Okay. No,
no.
okay.
I no for batch, yes. But like for grammar and all, I had like more than 1,000 students in my life. No, more.
For your own class, by the way. I mean to
For
say
my
like your
own school, it's my first
yes,
batch. Yes,
exactly. So you're gonna get crazy busy, and we are happy. So
I
that's what
hope
it is.
so.
I think you will. I think
I
you
hope
will.
so. Honestly, it's been a while that I was thinking about opening my own school.
Right?
And I was like, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work ever. Like never, never, never. I was like, and like 3-4 weeks ago, I said, okay, I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
I was
So,
like, even if I have one student, I'm gonna do the class.
okay, okay. Here we go.
Yay. Anyone else who wants to introduce himself or herself? Don't be shy, guys. This is a safe place. I'm your teacher and I'm also your therapist if you want.
We saw your last video, by the way. Everybody expect you to be like so strict in the class, and you say, "Okay, this is not how I am in the class."
No,
And
no,
we saw
I'm
that TikTok.
strict. I'm strict. Like you're gonna see
My bad.
every day I'm gonna send when I start sending the homeworks, I'm like, guys, your homework. I want you to ask questions. I want you to send me your pronunciation. I want everything. Okay? Nimisha?
Hi, Nassima.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Nimisha, and I am in Canada, Mississauga, Canada. I actually saw your YouTube video,
Oh,
and yeah, I got you through there. And then I later on found out that you had an Instagram page and you were starting something new. So I actually really liked the way you were teaching in that intro video. So
thank you.
I immediately texted you and got in touch with you, and
Thank you.
I
Thank
booked
you.
the class. So I'm looking forward to learn French and clear TEF maybe in the first attempt.
When?
In the first attempt, because
Inshallah.
I've heard like so many of them saying
Honestly,
that
if you work enough, I can assure you 100% that you will get your TEF.
yes, hopefully, hopefully, and I'm doing this to boost up my syllabus score again. So yeah.
Yes. So just to precise, guys, sometimes the classes can be a little bit overwhelming because don't forget we have to cover everything in 5 months, okay? But don't worry, with practice and hard work, as I said, like just giving 2 hours per day, like to see, ask your questions. Like if you have a question, don't be like, oh, I'm going to abandon, I'm going to stop. French is not for me. I'm bad. No, everyone can learn a language. No one like was born knowing everything. We all learn something. So just be motivated, be disciplined. Motivation without discipline is nothing. It's like me in the gym. I always stop. So, so what you can expect from Francolang. Okay. I regret not calling that Francogang. Honestly, I had the idea later. So, so I am a teacher and I also have my best friend that I hired her as a teacher because during the weekends I cannot teach and she teaches the same way as me as well. So we are professionals. So we will have 2 times a week classes during 2 hours. So it's going to be online and interactive. Okay. Guys, I want you to participate during the class. Don't be shy. Okay. No one is going to judge you. Like, don't say, oh, the other person is talking better than me. The other person is pronouncing better than me. She knows better than me. Because other people are trying. You have to try. In French, I always say, qui ne tente rien n'a rien. Okay. If you try nothing, you will have nothing. You need to try. And then with time, you will get confidence. Confidence is only about trying, and we don't even know if it exists. So we're going to complete the TEF exam preparation, speaking, writing, listening, and reading. Okay? So all the materials are provided, vocabulary, grammar, test strategies, etc. It will be weekly assignments with feedback. Okay? In the assignments, there will be correction. But if you don't understand something, and sometimes I don't put English translation in the assignments. For example, if I put a text and I want you to answer to this text, of course, I'm not going to put a translation of the text because I want you to understand by yourself. We're going to do regular mock exams under like real TEF conditions, starting from the third month, as I said before. You will have access to all class recordings, and I always ask you to download the classes, okay? Please do it. Because after a time, I start to delete when I don't have space. So we'll have ongoing support, and you can ask your teacher, me, questions anytime, okay? So we're gonna achieve a B2 or C1 level in 5 months. I know it looks impossible, but never say never. But I also expect from you, okay? So I'm gonna expect for you to have strong motivation to reach a B2 C1 level. There is no break during this 5 months, okay? No break. You will have to sacrifice this 5 months to study French, to get your TEF exam and get your PR, and then you will be tranquille. You will be calm. You won't think about it. You will be like, French, I got a C1 level. I also, okay, it's not really obligatory to have attendance of 90%, but I always ask you to come. I want you to come in class. Why? Because I want you to ask, you can ask questions outside the class, but I want you to ask questions inside the classes as well. It's okay. Raise your hand. Stop me. Nassima, I have a question, but by raising your hands, please. And I will answer your questions. Okay, if I don't know the answer of something, I will tell you, okay, I don't know. I will come back to you later. Okay, because I never give something that is wrong and I'm not gonna invent anything. Okay. So I wait from you to have an active participation. I want you to participate. I want you to repeat. I want you to practice your pronunciation. Even if you don't know, do it. I will correct you. When you are corrected, you will know where you are mistaken, where you are doing mistakes. Okay? Self-study commitment outside the classes, of course. At least 5 hours per week outside the classes. Weekly homework submission. At the end, okay, I will ask you every day about the homework, okay? There is people who likes to do it like all and then send it to me. And also, or you can send them every day, okay? I want a clear communication with me about your progress or challenges. Even if you don't understand something that you think is stupid, it's not stupid for me. You are learning something new, and even the easiest thing can look like very hard, and it's completely normal. Okay? Do you have any questions? Okay, let's go. So the first class will be, honestly, it will be short. We are going to talk about the introduction to the French language. So mostly it's going to be the alphabet, the numbers, the days, etc., etc. Okay. And first, we're going to start with the alphabet. So English and French share the same alphabet. When I say it shares the same alphabet, it doesn't mean the pronunciation, but like A, B, C, D, it has like from A to Z, we write it the same way, but we don't pronounce it the same way. But there is some alphabets that we can say the same way, we can pronounce the same way, okay? So their pronunciation differs. So for the letter A, we say A, not E, not E, it's gonna be A. For B, it's going to be B. B. Okay? For C, it's going to be C. C. For D, it's going to be D. D. For E, it's going to be E. You see? E. Like this. E. Like, try to do it like, don't put your micro on. Like, do this and do you see? F has the same pronunciation. F. F. For J, it's going to be G. G. So every time you see when there is E, it's going to become E. So we have A, B, like B, B, C, C, D, D, E, E. As I said, like if you cannot, because mostly you say U, it's going to be like this. Put your hand like this. And try to just do okay? For F, as I said, it's F. For G, it's going to be G. G. For H, it's going to be H. H. For the I, it's going to be this in English. I. I. For G, it's going to be J. J. So this is G. This is J. For K, it's going to be K. K. For L, same pronunciation. L. L. I will repeat one more time. A. B. C. D. E. F. G. H. I. J. K. L. Anyone who'd like to repeat, please raise your hands. We're starting. Raise your hands, guys. Yes, Zinat.
Sorry, I just wanted to break the ice here. All right. So it's A, B, C, D, E,
Very
F,
good.
G, H, I, J, K, L.
Very good. Very good. Nimisha?
Okay. It's A, B, C, D, O.
Okay. Here, stop here. Do this with your mouth.
O.
E.
O.
Yes, almost.
Okay.
E.
O.
Very good.
F, G, H, I,
Mm-hmm.
J, K, L.
Very good. Anyone else?
I think there are no boys, so I will say it.
Mm-hmm.
So A, B, C, D, E, F,
Again. E.
E,
Yes.
E, F, J, H, I, J, K, L.
Very good. Thank you. Anyone else who would like to try? Suraj, would you like to try? Are you here?
Yep. A, B, C, D, U,
E.
F,
E.
E,
Mm-hmm.
F, G, H, I, J, K, L.
Very good. Anjali? I'm gonna force you.
It's A, B, C, D, U,
E.
F,
Try. E.
E,
Very good.
F, G, H, I, J, K, L.
Very good. Who didn't try? iPhone. I know Gurpreet is not here. Arsh.
Hi, Professor.
Hello.
So it's A, B, C, D, O,
E.
F,
E.
O,
Mm-hmm.
F, G, H, I, J, K, L.
Very good. There is only one person. iPhone. Can you do it? There is no name, so it's iPhone.
Oh,
Okay.
hi. I think it's my name, Aman.
Aman. Okay. I will
Yeah.
write.
So I think A, B, C, D, U, F,
E. E.
U.
It's not from here. It's like just from the mouth. Like from
Okay.
here. E.
U,
Mm-hmm.
F, J, H, E, Z,
J.
K,
J. Like Gigi Hadid. J.
Z, oh,
Mm-hmm.
K, L,
K.
K,
Mm-hmm. Very good. I will
L.
repeat one more time. Thank you. A. A. B. B. C. C. D. D. E. E, F, F, G, G, H, H, I, J, J, K, K, L, L. Do you have any questions? Okay, let's continue. So, English have 5 vowels, but French has 6, including the H, which functions as a vowel, and we're gonna see that in this lesson plus. In certain contexts, in French, the vowels are represented by A, E, I, O, U, H, and Y. So, H, as I said, H is not a vowel, but is treated like one. Why? Because H is silent. It's like we all have neighbors that we ignore. So the H is the neighbor that we don't like, or the neighbor like that we see and like is like, I didn't see him. We never say her, ha, ho, etc. Okay? So the H is always silent. So for the M, it has the same pronunciation. M. M. For the N, it's going to be same. N. N. For the O, it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be O, not O, not O. For the P, it's going to be P. P. You see, like, you feel there is air going out, like P, not P. P, P, P. Okay. For the Q, it's going to be Q. Q. Okay. Q. For the R, I know the R is hard. It's going to be R. R. Okay. You see when you brush your teeth. Okay. So let's imagine. Brush your teeth. You wash your mouth like you drink water. Blah, 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 blah. And then what happens? You will do this. So the R is from here, from the throat. Like every time you brush your teeth, do it. Like water. R. R from here. But it's okay if you say R. It's not wrong. The most important thing in a language is that the other person understands you. Okay? So it's going to be R. R. Brush your teeth. Drink. R. R. Okay? S has the same pronunciation. S. S. For T, it's going to be T. T. For U, it's going to be U. U. So for U, it's like E, but you do this. Try to say E in this way. U. U. I'm trying to say E, okay? But when I do this, U. 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 You see? So try when you say it, you say like it comes in. U. U. Okay? U. So you see, E, you open your mouth. E for I. E. U. U. For V, it's going to be V. V. So for W, it's going to be W. W. It's like, it makes more sense because it's like VV. W. W. For X, it's going to be X. X. For Y, it's going to be Y. Y. Greek Y. For Z, it's going to be Z. Z. I will repeat one more time. M. M. N. N. O. O. P. P. As I said, the U is like I. Q. Q. R. R. S, S, T, T, U, U, V, V, W, W, X, X, Y, Y, Z, Z. One more time. M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Aman. Aman, are you here? Could you repeat, please?
Hi. Yeah. M N O P U
Q,
Q egg
R,
egg
mhm,
S T U
mhm,
V W X Y
Y.
Y Z.
Very good. Anjali?
It's M N O P Q R
Mhm.
S T U
U.
U
Not you. U.
U. No. Then V, then W, X, Y, Z.
Very good. Arsh. So I'm calling you one by one.
So it's M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z.
Very good. Gurpreet, when you will be here, let me know, okay? Harpreet?
So M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Y Z. Sorry
Very
about
good.
that.
No, it's
Still,
okay.
yeah.
Nimisha? Nimisha, are you here?
Yes.
Mhm.
M N O P Q R S
Mhm.
T U.
U. So try to say E, but like U.
U.
You see the difference?
Yeah.
Mhm.
V W X Y Z.
Very good. Suraj?
M N O P Q R S T U V
U.
U
Mhm.
V W X Y Z.
Very good. Zinat?
So it's M N O P Q R S T U V
U,
W
not U. U.
U
Mhm.
U V W X Y Z.
Very good. Any question, guys? If you do, please raise your hands. Okay, so I will repeat all the alphabet again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Remember this. In French pronunciation, the last letter is usually silent, except for vowels and select consonants like C, F, L, and R. Let me just open a slide here. Ah, no, sorry. Okay. I cannot open a new slide. Insert tag. That's weird. Just give me a second. I will try to close it and open it again. Okay, enable editing. I didn't enable the edit before. So, as I said, I also have a video about it on TikTok and Instagram, okay? So, as we said, we have C, R, F, L, okay? So, for example, if you have the T at the end, it's silent. D, silent. G, silent. S, silent. X, silent. All the other consonants are silent. We have, like, for example, B is not silent, but we never find it at the end of the word. So how to remember the consonants that are not silent at the end? Try to remember this word only. Careful. C, R, F, and L. And I'm going to give you an example for each. For example, the C. Here we have the word lac. Lac means lake. C is not silent. We say it. So C at the end sounds like K. Okay? For the R. Voleur. Okay? Voleur means thief. Okay? So the R is pronounced normally. Voleur. F, for example, we have motif. Motif, for example, pattern. Motif. And you also have L, for example, personnel means personal. Personnel. If you remember, at the beginning, I told you the H is silent. For example, hôpital. I don't say hospital. No, I don't say hospital. It's going to be pronounced like this. Hôpital. H is silent. Hôpital. Okay. What else? Okay. For the R, we have something. For example, when we have a verb that ends with ER. Okay. We're going to see it in the future, of course. A second lesson, I think, tomorrow. The ER. The ER at the end, 90% of the time have the sound of E. For example, manger. I don't say mangeur. Or porter. I don't say porteur. It's going to be manger. Porter. Ressembler. To look like. Okay, so manger means to eat. Porter means to wear or to carry. Ressembler means to look like. So the ER have the sound of E. Okay, and of course we have exceptions. If you have any questions, please raise your hands. Is it clear for everybody? Okay. That's vowels. Okay. So the letters pronounced at the end of a word will be A. Okay, as I said, the H is silent. Except if it's CH have the sound of sh. Okay. So the H is silent, as I said. Are A, E, I, O, U, Y. Y has the sound of I, the same as I. C, F, L, and R. I will repeat the alphabet one more time. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Is there anyone who would like to repeat all the alphabets in one time? Anyone? Nimisha?
A, B, C, D,
U,
E.
U, F, G, H, I,
Mhm.
J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U,
Very good.
V, W, X, Y, Z.
Very good. Anyone else who would like to repeat? Okay. So let's move. Tac, tac. So now we're going to see special vowels. I'm going to also send you a document about special vowels, that another with audios. Yes, Zina, do you have a question?
Yep, sorry. Can you show the slide where you were writing? I just need to take a.
I'm going to send the document with the modification.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Very welcome. And plus the recording. Okay. Any other questions? By the way, later I'm going to make not Zoom, WhatsApp group for you. Okay. And if you are interested, I will try to make also a Zoom link. Like, for example, if you are studying, like doing your homework and all, like you can join, or like, I'm not sure if I can do that. Like, it's gonna be like where you are all studying together, because it's motivational. Or if you want to study all together in a day or blah, blah, you can tell me and I can open a Zoom link for you. So, special vowels. So the you and I will be we, like we. Like, imagine you are in the parc d'attraction, in a park, like the big parks and all, and you're like, we. You see? We, for example, in 8, 8. 8. OI is wa, like in English, what. Wa, for example, roi, king. Roi. AI have the sound of e. E, for example, in Faire, to do. Faire. Okay, or like you are outside, you're like, hey, hey. Okay, et. Faire. EI have the sound of E as well. E, for example, in neige, snow, same pronunciation. Neige. OU have the sound of U. U, not O, not U. It's going to be U, like U, 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 U. Or U, for example, U. For example, in French, fou, crazy. Fou. EZ at the end of the words will have, it's like the ER. It's gonna be E, same as AI or EI. E, for example, manger, eat, manger. The GN have the new sound, like for example, in the English word new, nye, nye, nye. I'm not sure if you watched The Big Bang Theory, but like there is a where Sheldon go to Penny's Halloween party, and in French it's called l'effet Dobler. He wears something white and black, and he's like, Nya. So it's gonna be the same. Nya. For example, agneau, sheep. I'm not saying agneau. It's gonna be agneau, new, like new, agneau. Of course, it depends on the vowel after. If it's I, it's gonna be agna. So EAU have the sound of O. Okay, agneau, agna, agni, agneau, etc. The EN and the AN have the sound of an. In Quebec, the pronunciation is different, but in France, Belgium, and all, it's not different. For example, kid. Enfant. It's not a, it's not e, it's not it's en. It's a nasal sound. Like when you say it, your nose vibrates. En. Enfant. You see, the T is silent. Enfant. I will repeat one more time. Huit. Huit. Roi. Roi. Et. Faire. Et. Neige. Ou. Fou. Et. Manger. Gne. Agneau. En. Enfant. Anyone who'd like to repeat, please raise your hands. Aman. Aman, are you here?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's wheat, rwa,
Mm-hmm. Good.
pne,
Faire.
per,
Same sound.
neige,
Neige. Very good.
fou,
Mm-hmm.
manquer,
Manger.
manger, agneau,
Agneau.
agneau, enfant,
Enfant. Very good.
and
Harpreet.
So first one, oui,
Mm-hmm.
with, wa, roi, et, faire, et, neige, au, faux,
Mm-hmm. Ou.
ou, faux,
Mm-hmm.
et, manger, un, agneau,
Mm-hmm.
un,
En.
un,
Mm-hmm.
enfant.
Very good. Zinat.
Oui, with, wa, roi, et, faire, et, neige, ou, fou, et, manger, niais, agneau, au, enfant.
Very good. Nimisha.
We, with, wa, wa, et, faire, neige, ou, fou,
Mhm.
et, manger, nia, nia,
Agneau.
agneau, and enfant.
Very good. Anyone else would like to repeat? Okay. Oui, huit. Roi, roi. Et, faire. Et, neige. Ou, fou. Et, manger. Nieu, agneau. En, enfant. Very good, guys. Others. So the UN, the IN, and the UM have the sound of A. A. For example, brun, brun, brown. Un, nasal sound, brun. T-I-O-N have the sound of sion, sion. In English, it's, for example, nation. In French, it's going to be nation, nation. So the O-N have the sound of on. So A-N have the sound of on, but O-N is more deep. It's like on, okay? Nation, sion. CE and CI have the sound of se and si. Yes, it's stupid to say that, but you will see why I'm saying that. Se, si, with the E and the I. But the CA and the CO and the CU have another pronunciation. It's not going to be sa, so, su. It's going to be ka, ko, ku. Ka, ko, ku. Okay? But what do we do if we want to have the sound of sa, su, su with the C? Okay? We will have this. This is, when I learned it when I was young, I was calling it the little five. You see, under the C, we have like a little five. This is what we call in French la cédille. La cédille. So la cédille is here to make the C sound like S, to remove the K sound from the C. And it's only with the A, the O, and the U. Okay, but with the E and the I, we don't add la cédille. So it's gonna be sa, so, su, ka, ko, ku, sa, so, su. Okay. This is, so the GE and the GI have the sound of je and J, okay? But it's going to be the same as the C. With AOU, it's going to be the sound ga, go, gu. Ga, go, gu. But what do we do to have the sound of ja, jo, ju? We just add an E, okay? So we need to add an E to have the sound ja, jo, and ju, okay? So if I want to have the sound of ja, jo, ju with the G, it's going to be G-E-A, G-E-O, G-E-U. So it's going to be like this. Ja, jo, and ju. You see? The E will be silent, but the G will be transformed to je sound with A-O-U. Also, the R sound have the sound of ch after the C, after the F, the T, the P, and the S. I said that the R have the sound of R, but after this consonant, the sound have the sound of ch. For example, I don't say frère. It's hard to say. So what I would say, frère. You see the R pronunciation is changing. I would say frère, meaning brother. Frère. The EU, U is silent, but it has a little thing here. It makes the E long. So instead of saying I will say Okay, for example, peur, to fear. Peur. Any questions?
Can we do the last two again, please?
This two? This two?
Or yeah, last two.
So the EU when you see EU, you don't say EU. Okay, never. So what do you say? You say So instead of saying peur, it's gonna be peur. D'accord? But the R sound, for example, after the F, for example, frère, okay? After the C, for example, cru. I don't say cru. The normal sound is r, okay? Yes, normally we say cru, but after the C, we say cru, r, r. After the T, for example, very, I will say très, très. After the P, I will say pré, pré. So the R needs to be just after. If there is a vowel between the F and the R will be just r. But if the R is after the F, the S, the F, the C, the T, the P, and the S, it's gonna be r. For example, Sri Lanka. In French, I will say Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka. Okay? Okay. I will repeat one more time. So the UN, the IN, and the UM have the sound of un. For example, bras. Sion, for example, nation. Si, si. Ka, ko, ku. We add la cd to have the sound of sa, so, su. Ga, go, gu. And we add an e if you want to have the sound of ja, jo, ju. The R sound as h from the throat as well. Like, you see? After the C, after the F, after the T, after the P, and after the S, for example. Frère. And the EU have the sound of long E. For example, peur, meur. Yes, Zinat?
I just have a question about the second last, the R sound thing. In the word frère, we are saying the k for the R that is in the like in between the E's, not the R that's after F.
No, after F, we say h. Why? Because when it's just after the R, we can say h. But for example, if it's like we saw this faire, okay? We have
Faire.
vowels after the F. It doesn't
Right.
count. Even if there is only one vowel after the F or after the T, we don't do it. But since here the second R is not connected to the F, here it's the first R. So it's gonna be frère, normal R.
Oh, frère.
Okay? Frère, yes.
Frère. Okay, thank you.
Very welcome. Anyone would like to repeat? Please raise your hands. Don't worry, I will correct you. Want to repeat, Harpreet?
Yeah, so let's try it.
Mhm.
It's a little hard one, to be honest. So first one is gonna be
Mhm.
second one is sion,
What about the words?
nation. Oh, the word bon
Mhm.
and sion, nation,
Mhm.
sa, si,
Mhm.
ka, ko, ku,
Mhm.
sa, so, su, then ga, go, gu, and then if we want to ja, jo, ju, then we add e in the center. Then next one is R sound. It's frère.
Very good. Frère.
Then U is like a tongue like tu. I'm having hard.
Peur.
Peur.
Very good. Anyone else? Anyone else? Zinat?
So the first one we have is un, brin, sion, nation, se, si, ka, ko, ku, sa, so, su. And then for this one we have ga, go, gu. And then with e it becomes ja, jo, ju. And for this one we just learned it's sorry, frère,
Like, say, try to do h.
frère,
Frère.
frère,
But it's okay, you can say frère. But
frère.
with practice, the h and the r will come.
Yeah, I think I'm saying with the one that's
You're
after.
saying it right. So you're saying h, but the h have to come after the f.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
can do like f, frère.
frère.
Very good. You did it. You did it.
It took me weeks to get the R, so I'll just practice this one. And then we have the last one, which is the long e, which is peur.
Very good. Peur. Very good. Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, I will repeat. Un, brin, sion, nation, se, si, ka, ko, ku, sa, so, su. As I said, the little five, we call it la cédille in French. Ga, go, gu. And we add an e if we want the sound. Ja, jo, ju. H, for example. So h after the c, after the f, after the t, p, s. Frère. It's okay. You don't have to say like the word directly. You can just make breaks. F, frère, and then you start quickly. Frère, frère, frère. Okay? And the EU will be a long E. It's going to be E. For example, peur, peur. Okay? Do you need the break of 5 minutes? Anyone? Okay. So now we're going to see the different A and their pronunciation. So for the A, for example, this one, we find it mostly in the beginning or at the end of the word. This one, mostly at the middle of the word. So you have to remember the words where you have the A. But as I said, if you know that there is A, like short A at the beginning, or so if you know that there is A at the beginning of, at the end of the word, you always use this one. But most of the time, as I said, in the middle, it's going to be A. So their pronunciation. This A is acute A. So it's going to be A, only A. Like A in say, closed. A. We use it in words like été. I don't say été. It's going to be été, été. Marché. Marché means market. Marché. You see, it's like e, not a. E. Try to do this with your hand, like cut. E. E. And also past participles, we're going to do it in the second month. For example, aimer, loved. Aimer, aimer, loved. This one will be a. Okay, this one is a. This one is a. This is what we call l'accent grave, grave accent. For example, in bed, a, it's open. Bad. Okay, bad is bad, but we search for the sound of a, like bed. Is used in words like père, father. Père. So as I said, most of the time you found the long A in the middle. And always A in the beginning, and at the end we always have this A. But we can have this A in the middle, but it's not that common. Père. I don't say père. It's gonna be père, meaning father. You see, I told you after the C, the R has the sound of ch. Crème. Crème. Cream. And also verbs like I buy. J'achète. To show open sound. J'achète. I repeat one more time. This is a short A and this is a long A. Été. Marcher. Aimer. Long A. Père. Crème. J'achète. Anyone would like to repeat the examples, please? Anyone? Yes, Harpreet.
So the first one is gonna be été, marcher, aimer, then père, crème,
Very good.
j'achète. No,
J'achète.
j'achète.
Very good. The E is always silent at the end.
Silent. Yeah.
Yes, but if you have E accent, never silent. It's always A. Nimisha?
Été,
Été.
été, marcher, aimer, père, crème, j'achète.
Very good. Zinat?
Été, marcher, aimer, père, crème, j'achète.
J'achète. Very good. And Jalil?
été, marcher, aimer, père, crème,
Crème.
crème, j'achète.
Very good. Anyone else? Okay, so this is A and this is A. Été. Marcher. Aimer. Et. Père. Crème. J'achète. Anyone who has a question, please raise your hands. Okay. Numbers. So we're going to do numbers from 0 to 31. Why? Because we're going to do the days and the month of the year. And I want you to learn how to do the dates in French today and how to say your name. So 0 will be 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. TR is ch. Trois, trois. When we have QU and the vowel, the U is silent. We don't say quatre, we say quatre. Quatre. 5, 5. 5. 6, 6. 6. 7. 7. 7. Normally the T is silent, but in the numbers it's an exception. 7. 6. Even the X. 7. The 8. H is silent. 8. 8. 9 will be 9. Sorry. 9. 9. 10 will be 10. 10. 11 will be 11. 11. 12 will be 12. 12. 13 will be 13. 13. 14 will be tac. We remove the U. 14. 14. 15 will be 15. 15. 16 will be 16. 16. 17. 17. Puis tac. X. Tac. 17. 18 will be, here we do something that we call la liaison. We connect the X with the U, with this vowel, and it will have the sound of Z. We always do it with the numbers. When we have like X or T or any other consonant at the end of a number, and we have a vowel later, we do something that we call the connection, and I'm going to send you a document about it, and I want you to check it, okay? It's really important to check it, and we're going to pronounce it always when we are reading, okay? So with time, it's going to be a habit for you. So it's going to be 18, you see? 18. 19, 19, 19, 20, 20, silent, 20, 21, 20, connection here, T1, but there is no connection between A and A. A means and, but after and we never do a connection. 21, the 1 is single. 21, 22, 22, 22, 23, 23, 23, 24, 24, 24, so here we pronounce the T as well. 25, 25, 25, 26, 26, 26, 27, 27, little mistake, 27, 28, 28, 28, 29, 29, 29, 30, 30, 30, 31, 31, 31. I repeat one more time. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, tac, tac, 28, connection, 29, 30, 31. Anyone would like to repeat? Please raise your hands. Anyone? Yes, Harpreet?
So it starts with the zéro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 21,
Mhm,
22,
mhm.
23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31,
30.
30, 31.
Very good, Zinat.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31.
Very good. Anyone
I have,
else? Mhm.
sorry, I have a question. Regarding the T, in 22, it says want do. We don't
22. Mhm.
want the, sorry, want the. We don't pronounce T, whereas when we go 28, it says want tweet.
Okay, for 28, it's because there is a vowel. But we also say it for 29, but numbers is like mostly a lot of exceptions. Like, for example, 8, normally we learn that we don't say T at the end, but we still say 8.
Right.
Okay, so numbers, like, you just need to learn them. That way, there is no real rule about it.
Right. I think my question would be in the list of the third column that we have, when do we start to connect the T with the next one? Like, because we do it 21,
24, 25, so from 24. For the 23, you cannot really say that you are connecting because we already have a T. So it's going to be 24, 25. But normally, in general, you always connect when when the first word has a consonant and the second word has a vowel. For example, we use that in articles, the adjectives, this kind like possessive adjectives, etc. And we're gonna see that, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Nimisha, very welcome.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 4,
24.
24, 25, 5,
Mhm.
26, 27, 28,
28.
28, 29, 30, 31.
Very good, thank you. Anyone else? Okay, I will repeat one more time. So when you practice reading, try to do what I did. Like when there is a connection, do this. Like tac. When there's something that you not say, do this. It helps a lot. Like for example, if you have, for example, OI, try to write wa to remember, because after, like when you read things, like you will remember like the sounds. It helps a lot. I will repeat one more time. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Any questions? Okay. Days of the week. Monday will be lundi. Lundi. Tuesday will be mardi. Mardi. Wednesday will be mercredi. Mercredi. Thursday will be jeudi. Jeudi. Friday will be vendredi. Vendredi. Saturday will be samedi, but you can say samedi. You don't have to say samedi. You can say samedi. samedi. Sunday will be dimanche. Dimanche. One more time. Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi et dimanche. Aman,
lundi, mardi, mercredi,
mhm,
jeudi, vendredi,
vendredi,
vendredi, samedi,
samedi.
samedi, dimanche.
Very good, Anjali.
lundi,
Mhm.
mardi, mercredi,
Mercredi.
mercredi,
Mhm.
then
Jeudi,
jeudi, vendredi, samedi,
samedi,
samedi, dimanche.
dimanche. Very good. Arsh,
So it's lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche.
very good. Anjali. Anjali, you already did? Okay. Harpreet,
So it's lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi,
jeudi, not jeudi.
jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche.
Very good. Nimisha,
lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche.
very good. Suraj,
lundi, mardi, mercredi,
no,
jeudi,
one more time, lundi.
lundi,
Mhm.
mardi,
Yes, mardi.
mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche.
Very good. Zinat,
Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche.
very good. I will repeat one more time. Lundi, lundi, mardi, mardi, mercredi, mercredi, jeudi, jeudi, vendredi, vendredi, samedi, samedi, dimanche, dimanche. Month of the years. Yes, even in French you have 12. So we have January will be janvier. Janvier. February will be février. Février. March will be, S will be not silent here. Mars. Mars. April will be avril. Avril. May will be mai. Mai. June will be juin. Juin. July will be juillet. Juillet. August will be août. Août. The A is silent. September will be septembre. Septembre. November will be novembre. Novembre. December will be décembre. Décembre. I will repeat one more time. Janvier, janvier, février, février, mars, mars, avril, avril, mai, mai, juin, juin, juillet, juillet, août, août, septembre, septembre, octobre, octobre, novembre. So it's gonna be br, not ber. Br, octobre, novembre, décembre, décembre. So janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, juin, juillet, août, septembre, octobre, novembre, décembre. Aman.
Janvier,
Janvier,
Janvier, February,
février,
February, March,
mhm,
April,
mhm,
May, Juin, Juillet,
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 Août,
try, juillet,
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 mhm,
Juillet. Okay. Août,
août,
Août, September, Oc-
septembre.
September, October, November, December.
Very good, thank you. But try to repeat it again outside the
Okay.
classes, okay? Anjali,
It's Janvier,
janvier,
Janvier, February, March, April,
avril,
April, May, June, Juillet,
juillet,
Juillet, août, September,
mhm.
October, November, December.
Okay, but don't say ré, stop at the R. Décembre,
December.
octobre, okay?
Okay.
H,
So it's janvier, February, March, Avril, May,
mhm,
Juin, Juillet,
juillet.
août, septembre, octobre, novembre, décembre.
Very good. Harpreet,
So janvier, February, Mars, Avril, and May, Juin, Juillet, Août, Septembre, Novembre, oh sorry, Octobre,
octobre.
Novembre, Décembre.
Very good. Nimisha,
Janvier, February, March, Avril, Mai, Juin, Juillet, août, septembre, octobre, novembre, décembre.
very good. Suraj,
Juillet, February,
janvier,
Janvier, February, March, April, May, Juillet,
juin,
Juin,
juillet,
Juillet, Août,
août.
Août, September, October, November, December.
Very good. Zinat,
Janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, juin, juillet, août, septembre, octobre, novembre, décembre.
perfecto. Thank you. I will repeat one more time from the days of the week. Lundi, lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche, janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, juin, juillet, août, septembre, octobre, novembre, décembre. Any questions? Please raise your hands. Yes, Nimisha?
I have a question with the spellings. So for the February, we can see there is an acute accent on E, right?
Mhm.
So do we have to remember that, or how do we remember which ones have this accent on?
It depends on the pronunciation. So, for example, if it's a long A, it's the other A, the long accent. But I'm not saying février. It's going to be février. But mostly you need to remember the accents in the words.
Okay, so as we practice, we can
Yes,
okay.
of course. Yes, Harpreet?
So Nassima, I have an issue with Makhati. Like there are two R's coming like after before C and after C. So this is a little tricky one. So how do you practice it?
So it's going to be mer, normal R, and then
Yeah.
di. Mer, di.
Makhati.
So
Okay.
the first R is normal R. The second R is kh.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Very welcome. Zinat?
I just have a question regarding the R. We just learned that we pronounce R, which is an exception, CRLF, right? So for the janvier and février, we are not pronouncing the last
ER.
letter. Oh, yeah.
ER, A. Most of the time. But you have
Oh,
exceptions, of course.
okay. But that's an exception for
Janvier and février, no. But for example, when it's ER, and there is no, so yes, when it's ER, mostly it's A, okay? But for all the others vowels, it's like R. You have to pronounce the R. But as I said, we have exceptions even in ER, and we're gonna see one today.
right. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, but mostly ER is A.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
for the
no,
others, it's always pronounced.
gotcha. Thank you.
Very welcome. Seasons. So we have l'été, summer, l'été. So the L apostrophe and le, we're going to learn it in future lessons, okay? It means the, but yes. L'été, summer, l'été. Fall will be l'automne, l'automne. Winter, H is silent, and here we are going to pronounce the R even if it's ER, it's an exception. L'hiver, l'hiver. Spring will be le printemps, le printemps. I will repeat one more time. L'été, l'automne, l'hiver, le printemps. Aman.
L'été, l'automne, l'hiver,
L'hiver,
l'hiver, l'automne.
le printemps.
Okay, l'automne.
Printemps. Or printemps.
Brown. Okay.
Okay. Anjali?
L'été, l'automne,
L'automne. Mhm.
l'automne, l'hiver.
No. H is silent.
Okay, l'hiver,
Mhm.
le printemps,
Very good. Arsh?
So it's l'été, l'automne, l'hiver, les
Le
les
printemps.
les printemps.
Very good. Harpreet?
So it's l'été, l'automne, l'hiver, le printemps.
Very good. Nimisha?
L'été, l'automne, l'hiver, le printemps.
Suraj? Very good.
L'été, l'automne, l'hiver. How do you pronounce the last one?
Try first.
L'automne, Automne.
Very good. Le printemps.
L'automne.
Zinat.
L'été, l'automne, l'hiver, les printemps. Printemps.
Printemps.
Question.
Mhm.
For l'automne, is it me in the end or is it no in the end? Like, how do we pronounce me or no? L'automne or
L'automne. L'automne. There is French speaker who say l'automne. Okay. There is who say l'automne. But for me, I say l'automne with the N.
everything is correct
I think the N one is correct.
with the N? Oh, okay. The one
Yes.
that you. L'automne.
L'automne.
L'automne. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Very welcome. Other vocabulary. So we have today will be aujourd'hui. Remember this word, we're gonna need it today. Like aujourd'hui, demain, hier. Remember. Aujourd'hui, today. Aujourd'hui. Tomorrow is demain. Demain. Yesterday will be hier. Hier. Date will be la date. La date. Day will be le jour. Le jour. Week will be la semaine. La semaine. Month will be le mois. Le mois. Year will be l'année. L'année. Seasons will be les saisons. Les saisons. First will be le premier. For example, if you want to say the 1st of January, you say le 1er janvier. The 1st of April. Honestly, we call it Poisson d'avril, the 1st of April. It's like where you do pranks, like April fish. I don't know how we say it in English, but in French, we say Poisson d'avril. But if you want to say 1st of April, it's going to be le 1er avril. Okay? Numbers will be les numéros. Les numéros. Aujourd'hui, demain, hier, la date, le jour, la semaine, le mois, l'année, les saisons, le premier, les numéros. Aman.
Answered.
Aujourd'hui,
Also. Okay. Demand.
hier,
Year. L'année.
la date,
La date. Les jours.
mhm,
Les semaines.
la semaine,
La semaine. Les mois.
le mois, S est silent,
Okay. Les ans.
l'année,
L'année. Okay. Les saisons.
les saisons. Sometimes you are reading like the first, but you don't finish. For example, you said laisser, but it has to be les saisons.
Les sons. Les. Les premiers.
Le premier,
Sorry, my pronunciation is so bad.
it's okay, it's gonna get better.
S. S numéros.
Les numéros.
Les numéros. Okay.
Very good, thank you. Anjali?
Aujourd'hui. Could you please repeat it? Just confirm.
Aujourd'hui.
Aujourd'hui.
Mhm.
Demain.
Demain.
Demain. Hier.
Mhm.
La date.
La date.
La date. Les jours.
Mhm.
La semaine. Les mois.
Le mois.
Le mois. L'année. Les saisons.
Mhm.
Les premières.
Premier.
Les numéros.
Numéro.
numéro.
Very good. Arsh.
It's aujourd'hui, demain, hier, la date, les jours, la semaine, les mois, l'année, les saisons, les premiers, les numéros.
Very good. Harpreet.
Aujourd'hui, dimanche, hier, la date, le jour, la semaine, le mois, l'année, les saisons, le premier, les numéros.
Very good. Nimisha.
Aujourd'hui, demain, hier, la date, les jours, la semaine, les mois, l'année, les saisons, les primaires,
Le premier.
les primaires, les numéros.
Very good. Suraj.
Aujourd'hui, demain, hier, la date,
Les, la date.
la date, les jours,
Le jour.
le jour, la semaine,
Semaine.
la semaine, les mois,
Le mois.
l'année, les mois, l'année, la saison,
Le premier.
le premier, les numéros.
Very good. Zinat.
Aujourd'hui, demain, hier, la date, le jour, la semaine, le mois, l'année, les saisons, le premier, les numéros.
Very good. I repeat one more time. L'été. L'automne. L'hiver. Le printemps. Aujourd'hui. Demain. Hier. La date. Le jour. La semaine. Le mois. L'année. Les saisons. Le premier. Les numéros. Greetings, sorry. To say good morning formally, we are going to say bonjour. Bonjour. Good evening will be bonsoir. Bonsoir. Informally, we say salut. Salut. Or more informal, it's gonna be a playful way to say it. Coucou. Coucou. Bonjour. For example, bonjour, sir, monsieur. Bonjour, monsieur. Bonsoir, madame, miss or ma'am. Bonsoir, madame. Salut. Here I cannot say madame because it's madame is formal, monsieur is formal, salut is informal. Salut. Coucou. 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 Aman.
Bonjour. Bonsoir. Salut. Coucou. Monsieur.
Monsieur. Here it's an exception. It's written O-N, but we say E. Monsieur.
Monsieur. Madame.
Very good. Anjali?
Bonjour, bonsoir, salut, coucou, monsieur, madame.
Arsh?
It's bonjour, bonsoir, salut, coucou, bonsoir,
Monsieur?
madame, monsieur.
Very good. Harpreet?
Bonjour, bonsoir, salut, coucou, bonjour, bonjour,
Monsieur?
bonjour, madame.
Very good. So, guys, be careful. Salut and coucou is an informal way. It means that you use it only with your friends or family or kids. Okay? Nimisha?
Bonjour, bonsoir, salut, coucou. Monsieur, madame.
Monsieur.
Monsieur, madame.
Very good, Suraj.
Bonjour, bonsoir, salut, coucou, monsieur, madame.
Very good. Zinat.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Bonjour, bonsoir, salut, coucou, monsieur, madame.
Very good. So the R is silent in general. Here, it's an exception. Bonjour, bonjour, bonsoir, bonsoir, salut, salut, coucou, coucou, monsieur. So here, as I said, the ON is E. It's an exception. And the R also, it's not pronounced exception. Monsieur, madame, madame. Yes, Zinat.
Yeah, I have a question. So it says Mrs. for Madame, and I think for Miss we use Mademoiselle, if I'm not wrong.
It's right. But mademoiselle doesn't exist in the French dictionary since I think 2017.
Really? Why?
It's still used, but it's not in the French dictionary. It's like not used anymore. It's not
So
something that exists in French anymore.
gotcha. So what if we have to say someone who's not married, like because this
Madame,
one it's the same, Madame.
madame. Yes. Do you search how to say for a man who is not married? No.
Yeah, for if I use the translation for Monsieur, it says Mister, like which we use for married or unmarried men, like for both, right?
Oh, okay. Yes.
Mrs. and Miss. So that's why I was just wondering, like, if we use it or not. So we use Madame for both, right?
Yes, I remember how did I discover about like mademoiselle being like erased from the dictionary? Like I was outside and someone told me madame and I was like, I'm so young. And he told me I was like honestly it was like 11 years ago. I was 15 and I was like I'm young. And he told me, okay, but mademoiselle is not in the dictionary. And of course I didn't believe him and I was like, I will search. And it was real.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's just the incidents. That's how you learn, right? So
Honestly, it's long and I didn't like it.
yeah, because in English as well, we have Mrs. and Miss, Mister, and like for men, it's Mister. I think for both of them, yeah. But for women,
For me, they are all sir.
yeah.
It's like my husband. Even like when he asks questions for women, they are like guys, and I'm like, say ladies. We were in Sweden and like we asked a lot of questions because it was a little bit difficult. And most of the time we ask women, and I don't like to talk, and I'm like, go talk. And he's like, guys, I'm like, ladies.
Well, in English, we usually use guys for like for group of people, regardless of their gender. Like I've
I
noticed.
know I do that, but like when he does it, I don't like it.
I know, like, I mean, learning French it basically is so much bias. You know, you have to learn feminine words, male, masculine words. So it's. I understand. I get
This
your
is the
point.
worst thing ever, yes.
It's the
Okay,
worst.
so how do we say goodbye in French? So to say see you soon, we say à bientôt. À bientôt. See you tomorrow will be à demain. À demain. See you later. We can say à tout à l'heure or à plus tard. À tout à l'heure or à plus tard. À tout de suite means that I will see you in a very short time. À tout de suite. À tout de suite. Goodbye, it's the very like used one. Au revoir. Au revoir. Good night will be bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. Have a good evening will be bonne soirée. Bonne soirée. À toutes means see you or see you later. À toutes, and it's very informal. à toutes. Or you can say salut, salut. And people who speak French like to say ciao as well, even if it's not French. Ciao. Okay. À bientôt. À demain. À tout à l'heure. À plus tard. À tout de suite. Au revoir. Bonne nuit. Bonne soirée. À toutes. Salut. Aman, can you repeat from à bientôt to à tout de suite?
À bientôt. À demain. À toutes.
À tout à l'heure.
À tout à l'heure. À plus tard.
À plus tard.
À plus tard. À
À tout de suite.
à this.
8. Anjali,
Are
next one.
are you best?
Mhm.
Bonjour.
No. Anjali will do the next one. So you're going to do her
Oh.
first. Okay, thank you.
Au
Anjali
revoir,
from au revoir to salut.
au revoir, bonne nuit,
Bonne nuit.
bonne nuit, bonne soirée,
Soirée.
bonne soirée, à toutes, salut.
Very good. Arsh, first part.
It's à bientôt, à demain, à toute l'hier,
À
à
tout
plus
à
tard,
l'heure. Connection. À tout à l'heure.
à tout à l'heure, à plus tard, à tout de suite.
Very good. Harpreet.
Au revoir. Bonne nuit. Bonne soirée. À toutes. Salut.
Very good. Nimisha, first.
À bientôt, à demain, à tout à l'heure, à plus tard, à tout à tout de suite.
À tout de suite. Yes,
À
very
tout de
good.
suite.
Suraj.
Au revoir, bonne nuit, bonne soirée, à toutes, salut.
Very good. Zinat.
À bientôt, à demain, à tout à l'heure, à plus tard, à tout de suite.
Very good. I repeat one more time. À bientôt. À demain. À tout à l'heure. À plus tard. À tout de suite. Au revoir. Bonne nuit. Bonne soirée. À toutes. Salut. Any questions? Okay, now how do we ask about the well-being of someone? So here we have formal asking and formal answering. And here we have informal asking and informal answering. So here we do the connection. So with adjective of questions, like for example, when we have a question, a word that we use for a question, and then when we have a vowel after it, we do a connection. When we have a subject and then we have a vowel after it, we do a connection, okay? For example, comment allez-vous? How are you? Comment allez-vous? Vous allez bien? Are you good? Vous allez bien? Comment allez-vous? Vous allez bien? Je vais bien, merci. Et vous? I'm fine, thank you, and you? Je vais bien, merci. Et vous? Or, bien. Et vous? Bien. Et vous? Oh. Aman and Anjali. So Aman, you ask the question and Anjali, you answer.
Okay.
Formal.
Como vas?
Comment allez-vous?
Como como allez-vous?
Anjali, you can answer.
Ok. Je viens bien, merci, Yves.
Aman, you answer. So you just say je vais bien or bien.
Okay. I have to ask the question, the
So
second one.
she said, I'm good. What about you? Je vais bien, merci. Et vous? How can you answer her?
Planet.
So here you can say je vais bien.
So bien.
Very good. Thank you. Arsh and Harpreet. Arsh, you ask. Harpreet, answer.
Comment allez-vous?
Je vais bien, merci. Et vous?
Je vais bien, merci.
Very good. Now we go to informal asking. Ça va? Or, comment ça va? How are you? Comment vas-tu? How are you? Je vais bien, merci. Et toi? I'm fine, thank you. And you? Bien. Et toi? Ça va. Et toi? So vous, we use it for informal. And toi, we use it for... Vous, we use it for formal. And toi, we use it for informal. So we stop at Harpreet. Nimisha, you ask. Suraj, you answer.
Comment ça va?
Je vais bien, merci. Et toi?
Je vais bien, merci.
Very good. Now Zinat and I. Zinat, you ask and I answer.
Comment ça va?
Je vais bien, merci. Et toi?
Je vais bien. Merci.
Very good. Any question, guys? Okay, I'm going to repeat one more time. Comment allez-vous? Vous allez bien? Je vais bien, merci. Et vous? Bien. Et vous? Ça va? Comment ça va? Comment vas-tu? Je vais bien, merci. Et toi? Bien. Et toi? Ça va? Et toi? Okay. Little vocabulary. Some vocabulary. First name will be prénom. Prénom. Last name will be nom. Non. To say my name is, we say je m'appelle and you add your name. Je m'appelle. Je m'appelle. Pronouns or subjects will be, no, sorry, pronouns will be les pronoms. Les pronoms. French speaker, we say francophone. Francophone. PH has the sound of F. I think it's the same as in English. Please will be s'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît. This is formal. For informal, it's going to be s'il te plaît. S'il te plaît. Pardon will be pardon. Pardon. Excuse me, formal one will be excusez-moi. Excusez-moi. And excuse me, for informal one will be excuse-moi. So the first one we say excusez-moi. The second will be excuse-moi. Prénom, nom, je m'appelle, les pronoms, francophone, s'il vous plaît, s'il te plaît, pardon, excusez-moi, excuse-moi. Aman, from prénom until francophone.
Prénom, nom, ça m'a parlé, les pronoms francophones.
Very good. Anjali, s'il vous plaît, excuse-moi.
S'il vous plaît, s'il te plaît, pardon, excuse-moi,
Excusez-moi.
excusez-moi, excuse-moi.
Very good. Arsh,
C'est prénom, nom, je m'appelle, les pronoms,
pronom.
pronoms francophones.
Very good. Harpreet,
S'il vous plaît, s'il te plaît, pardon, excusez-moi, excuse-moi.
very good. Nimisha,
Prénom, nom, je m'appelle, les pronoms francophones.
very good. Suraj,
S'il vous plaît, s'il te plaît, pardon, excusez-moi, excusez-moi.
excuse-moi. Very good. Zinat,
Prénom, nom, je m'appelle. Les prénoms francophones.
very good. I repeat one more time. Prénom, nom, je m'appelle, les pronoms francophones. S'il vous plaît, s'il te plaît, pardon, excusez-moi, excuse-moi. Now we're going to see les pronoms, means the subjects, okay? So I will be je. You, in formal singular, is going to be tu. He will be il. She will be elle. On is an informal we. On will be we. Nous, meaning we. Vous, meaning you, but for singular, formal, and plural. Il, we don't pronounce the S except if we do a connection. Il means they, masculine or mix. Elle means they, only feminine. So we have je, tu, il, elle, on, nous, vous, il, elle. Any questions? If you do, please raise your hands. So, what is the difference between tu and vous? Because both means you. Tu is an informal you. We use it with friends, family, children, or people you know well. It shows closeness, familiarity, or casual conversation. For example, tu vas bien? Are you doing well? But vous, it means it's a formal you. It's used to show respect, politeness, or with strangers, superiors, or in professional settings. Also used when talking to more than one person, a plural you. For example, vous allez bien? Are you doing well? So it can be in formal singular, like when you talk to one person formally, or when you are talking to more than one person, for example, to a group of person. Is it clear, guys? Yes, Nimisha.
I have a question with il, el, o, and also nous. Both are we, right?
So on is a general we, okay?
Okay.
So it's an informal we. And nous is more formal. For example, if you want to talk in a very professional way, you use always nous.
Okay.
Okay? Okay. Last slide. I want you to give me your names in French and the date of today. So if you want to answer, so you know the date in French will be la date d'aujourd'hui. The date of today est le. So first you give the day, okay? Then you give the number, like the date, and then you give the month, okay? For example, la date d'aujourd'hui est le vendredi 1er mai, Friday 1st of month. Okay, so I will ask you one by your name. Aman, Aman, I don't know your name. Comment tu t'appelles?
Bonjour, je m'appelle Aman.
Mhm. Quelle est la date d'aujourd'hui? What is the date of today?
La date aujourd'hui est
D'aujourd'hui est le
d'aujourd'hui. It's Wednesday.
mercredi.
10.
18
Okay.
juin. Le mercredi
Juin.
18 juin. Very good. Anjali. Bonjour, comment ça va?
Bonjour, Jima Pale.
I said comment ça va?
Okay, sorry.
I just
Just
say I'm good.
yeah. G. Just one.
Je vais bien.
Yeah, je vais bien. Merci.
Ok. Comment tu t'appelles? What's your name? Comment tu t'appelles?
Je m'appelle Anjali.
Very good. Thank you. Arsh, coucou.
Hello.
No. Coucou.
So is mm,
French. Coucou.
coucou.
Comment ça va?
Ça va bien? Merci.
Mhm. Comment tu t'appelles?
Je m'appelle Ash.
Mhm. Quelle est la date aujourd'hui?
La date d'aujourd'hui est la mm,
18.
mercredi
Mercredi.
17, 18
18.
juin.
Yes, very good. Harpreet.
Oui,
Bonjour.
bonjour, ça va?
Je vais bien et toi?
Ça va? Merci.
Comment tu t'appelles?
Je m'appelle Harpreet.
Mhm. Quelle est la date demain?
La date d'aujourd'hui est
Demain.
la...
Demain.
Oh, demain. Demain, mercredi 18 juin.
No. Demain
No,
is jeudi. It will be Thursday
jeudi.
tomorrow.
Jeudi.
Jeudi 19 juin.
Ok,
Ok, parfait. So demain means tomorrow, aujourd'hui means today, hier means yesterday. Nimisha.
yesterday.
Salut.
Salut.
Ça va?
Mm,
It means you're good. Ça va?
ok. Ça va?
Mhm.
Merci.
Quelle est la date aujourd'hui?
Aujourd'hui, mm,
Aujourd'hui
18.
c'est. You can say aujourd'hui c'est. Mhm.
Aujourd'hui, c'est
Mhm.
10.
Le 18.
Le
No, you
10.
start with mercredi.
Yeah. Mercredi, 18
Mhm.
juin.
Very good, thank you. Suraj.
Oui.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Vous allez bien? Comment ça va? Comment allez-vous?
Uh,
How are you? Formal way.
uh, I just went blank.
So how do you say good? It starts with B.
Ça va bien? Merci.
Mhm.
Et vous?
Very good, you see? Je vais bien, merci. Comment tu t'appelles? Sorry. Comment vous vous appelez? What's your name?
Euh, je m'appelle Suraj.
Mhm. Quelle est la date aujourd'hui?
La date aujourd'hui, euh, mercredi,
Mhm.
18 juillet,
Juin.
juin.
Very good. Zinat?
Oui.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, madame. Comment allez-vous?
Je vais bien, merci. Et vous?
Je vais très bien aussi.
Comment vous vous appelez?
Je m'appelle Zinat et vous?
Je m'appelle Nassima. Very good. Quelle est la date d'hier?
La date d'hier, mardi
Mhm.
17
17 what?
juin.
Very good. Okay. So we finished for today, guys. Sorry, it was a little bit longer than 2 hours. How do you feel after this lesson?
Energetic.